Hey yo, this is Dash, and today this video is going to be video number 23 in the Ask Dash 2022 video series, and I hope you can hear me over the waterfall. Hopefully, can you see the waterfall? There it is. Hopefully you can hear me over the waterfall in the pool. So I'm at my mother-in-law's house in Florida. There we go. Now you can see it and hear it. So I'm at my mother-in-law's house in Florida, and I was unable to film video number 23 before I left my house. We drove all night long, and this video is going to be going up rather unconventional for me, considering the other videos and my professional quality. But today's question comes from God's Construction, and I dropped the ball, unfortunately. God's Construction was in Kansas City when he left the question, what is a barbecue spot to go to in Kansas City? There we go. That's much better light, much better. So the whole thing was, I didn't know he was in Kansas City, or he and his wife were in Kansas City when they asked about barbecue spots in Kansas City. So, unfortunately, I was unable to answer his question in a timely, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, in a timely enough fashion. But I will tell you that one of my favorite barbecue spots to go to in Kansas City is a place called Gates Barbecue. And I've talked about Gates before. Excuse me. You go into Gates and they yell at you as soon as you cross, like, here's the threshold, you walk in. How may I help you? They yell at you, asking you what you want. And the thing to get, speaking of something to get, yum. The thing to get in Kansas City is burnt ends, brisket burnt ends. And they are not burnt. And you know, it's funny. I saw God's Construction and his wife, or she and her husband. I don't know who runs their YouTube account or what have you. But he was like, or they said, I didn't know what I got this thing called burnt ends and I didn't know what they were. Oh, you get indoctrinated real quick and learn what burnt ends are, and they are deliciousness. They are so delicious, it's ridiculous. But burnt ends in Kansas City are the thing to get, especially from Gates. Now, other barbecue spots, there's Arthur Bryant's, and I know they went to a place called Peachtree. It's not a barbecue spot, it's more like a soul food spot. I do believe when I was there, and now mind you, I haven't been to Kansas City in probably 7 or 8 years, if not longer. She might be closer to 10. Anyway, we ate at Peachtree's, a soul food spot. It was okay. It was all right. I'm trying to think. We also ate at a Mexican restaurant, and then another place to eat is a steakhouse. It's called Fiorello Jack Stacks. So Jack Stacks is the place. Yo, Jack Stacks was great. There is also, or are also, Kansas City. There's like a steakhouse that I can't remember what the name of it was, but there's a Kansas City, I think it's Kansas City Strip, but there is whatever the steakhouse was one of the places we ate when we were there. And Oklahoma Joe's, I believe Oklahoma Joe's was the name of the spot. I don't think it's called Oklahoma Joe's any longer. They've since changed the name because there were 2 or 3 partners, and I'm sorry. There is an animal here. There's a big old, can y'all see that? I don't even have my glasses on. It's like I don't know what that is, buddy. That thing is sunning. Anyway, so Oklahoma Joe's, the fries at Oklahoma Joe's were fantastic. And I think they changed the name of the spot. So it's not Oklahoma Joe's anymore. It might be like Kansas City Joe's or something. But there's a whole story behind why they had to change the name. Basically, the people who owned it split, and then no one could have the rights to the name. So then they kind of, I don't say sold the name, but then they broke the whole thing up. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, so God's Construction, I apologize for not being able to give you this information sooner, but I really thought that this was a question for the Ask Dash series. I didn't realize it was a question for while you were going to be in Kansas City. So I do apologize. But if anyone else is in Kansas City, this should hopefully help you be able to get at least a couple different things to eat. Like I said, highly recommend Gates, highly recommend Arthur Bryant's. And see, that was, mind you, like I said, I haven't been there in 10 years, if not longer. So I'm sure there are other places there that have popped up that are really good. There was a spot in Kansas City. It was like a soul food kitchen. What they had this this fried chicken that was one of the things that I heard about when we were there last, and apparently it was really, really, really good. Anyway, thank you guys so very much. I do apologize. I will be trying to film excuse me, the rest of the videos while I am here in Florida. So if they look like this, I'm just gonna apologize now. Anyway, thanks again so very much as always for watching. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And you know, I do have enough questions to end out the series for the month, but don't be bashful. If you have a question, I will try to go ahead and answer your question in the comments. So feel free to leave a question down below, and I'll see you guys next time.